Can our pursuit of scientific knowledge potentially lead us to our own destruction? A question worth pondering as we delve into the realm of strange and dangerous experiments which have teetered on the brink of global disasters. Science, in its relentless pursuit of understanding, often pushes the boundaries of what is known, sometimes with unforeseen and potentially catastrophic consequences. From the depths of the ocean to the farthest reaches of outer space, the thirst for knowledge has led to experiments that, if gone awry, could have spelled disaster on an unimaginable scale. The inherent risks of scientific advancements, the unquenchable curiosity of the human mind, and the potential for unintended consequences all coalesce into a chilling narrative of science gone wrong. So buckle up and brace yourself for a journey into the terrifying potential hidden within scientific progress. Join us as we explore 5 experiments that could have spelled the end of humanity. Imagine a weapon so powerful it could create tsunamis on demand. Welcome to the world of the Tsunami Bomb, a chilling chapter in the annals of military science. This was no ordinary weapon. Born out of the dark days of World War II, the Tsunami Bomb was a top-secret project that threatened to reshape the very nature of warfare. At the heart of this clandestine operation was the idea of harnessing the raw power of the sea itself. The concept was simple, yet audacious. Detonate a series of underwater explosions powerful enough to trigger a tsunami. The ensuing wave would then wreak havoc on coastal cities, with the potential for destruction on a scale never before seen in human history. This was not the work of mad scientists in a comic book, but a genuine military endeavor. The project was initiated by the United States and New Zealand during World War II under the codename Project SEAL. Tests were conducted off the coast of New Zealand, with the most successful producing a wave nearly 33 feet high. That's about as tall as a 3-story building. Yet, even as these experiments were carried out, the architects of the Tsunami Bomb grappled with a host of challenges. The sheer scale of destruction that such a weapon could unleash raised serious ethical concerns. Additionally, the technical difficulties of creating a tsunami on demand were formidable. It was estimated that it would take about 2 million kilograms of explosives to generate a tsunami of a size that could cause significant damage. Ultimately, the Tsunami Bomb remained an unfulfilled dream of destruction. The project was abandoned in the early 1940s, largely due to the development of nuclear weapons, which promised a more efficient path to devastation. Yet the story of the Tsunami Bomb serves as a sobering reminder of the lengths to which science can be pushed in the pursuit of power. Had the Tsunami Bomb been perfected, the destructive power of war could have been unimaginably amplified. What if the quest to understand the universe's smallest particles could create a black hole? This question has haunted many since the inception of the Large Hadron Collider, or the LHC, a 17-mile-long ring beneath the border of France and Switzerland. The LHC, designed by the European Organization for Nuclear Research, also known as CERN, is the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. It's a machine that propels particles at nearly the speed of light to collide with each other. These high-speed collisions are intended to reveal some of the universe's deepest secrets, like the existence of the elusive Higgs boson, the so-called God particle. However, this groundbreaking experiment has not been without its share of controversy. The most chilling concern? The potential for the LHC to create a micro-black hole right here on Earth. Yes, you heard that right. A black hole, an entity known for devouring stars, galaxies, and essentially anything that dares to cross its path, could potentially be created by our own curiosity. This concern is not unfounded. In theory, the extreme energies produced by the LHC could result in a black hole. However, before you prepare for an apocalypse, let's hear what the scientists have to say. Scientists at CERN have reassured us time and again that the chances of this happening are incredibly slim. Even if a black hole were to be created, it would be so minuscule and unstable that it would evaporate almost immediately due to a phenomenon known as Hawking radiation, named after the well-known physicist Stephen Hawking. So while the thought of creating a black hole on Earth is indeed terrifying, the scientific consensus tells us that we can rest easy. The Large Hadron Collider, while pushing the boundaries of our understanding, is not likely to bring about the end of the world. However, it does remind us of an important lesson. The quest for understanding, the thirst for knowledge, can sometimes lead us into uncharted territories, into the very heart of danger. It's a sobering thought that our pursuit of understanding could, in a worst-case scenario, swallow us whole. Could an experiment designed to mimic the conditions of the Big Bang cause a global catastrophe? That's the question that comes to mind when we delve into the world of the Relativistic Heavy Ion Collider, or RHIC, as it's commonly known. Situated in Brookhaven National Laboratory in New York, this particle accelerator is no ordinary piece of equipment. Its primary function is to collide ions at near light speed, with the aim of creating a state of matter that is believed to have existed just microseconds after the Big Bang. This state, known as a quark-gluon plasma, is essentially a soup of these elementary particles, and it's here that things get a little dicey. The concern arises from a theoretical particle known as a strangelet. This particle, if it exists, is hypothesized to be highly unstable and potentially capable of triggering a chain reaction that could convert everything it touches into a strange matter. If a strangelet were to be produced in the RHIC and it came into contact with ordinary matter, like the Earth, there could be catastrophic consequences. Now, before we all start panicking, it's important to note that the likelihood of this happening is considered incredibly small. In fact, the team behind the RHIC has stated that such an event is less likely than winning the lottery and being struck by lightning on the same day. However, the fact that it is a possibility, no matter how small, has raised eyebrows and sparked debate about the ethical implications of such high-stakes scientific endeavors. As we continue to push the boundaries of our knowledge and understanding, we must also grapple with the potential risks that come with it. It's a delicate balance, teetering on the edge of discovery and disaster. So let's take a moment to marvel at the awe-inspiring power of science, but also remember the cautionary tale of the RHIC. Sometimes the pursuit of knowledge can push us to the brink of disaster. What if a technology designed to revolutionize medicine could potentially consume the world? Let's talk about an experiment that might sound like something straight out of a science fiction novel: self-replicating nanobots. These are microscopic machines, each no bigger than a few atoms, designed with the ability to reproduce themselves. The goal? To revolutionize not just medicine, but technology as a whole. Now imagine this: a swarm of these nanobots, each one no bigger than a speck of dust, working together to repair a damaged tissue, clean up pollutants, or even construct complex machinery. Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? But what happens when these self-replicating nanobots go rogue? This is where we run into the concept known as gray goo. It's a hypothetical end-of-the-world scenario where self-replicating nanobots consume all matter on Earth, while building more and more of themselves. Essentially, they could devour everything in their path, reducing our planet to a sea of undifferentiated, self-replicating nanobots, a gray goo. Now, before we all start panicking, it's important to note that this is still very much a theoretical concept. The technology required to create such advanced nanobots is currently beyond our reach. But the thought experiment serves an important purpose. It forces us to confront the potential dangers of the technologies we are developing and to consider the ethical implications of our advancements. It's a stark reminder that with every new frontier we explore in science, there are risks involved. And while the threat of gray goo may seem far-fetched, it's a perfect example of how a promising technology can potentially spiral out of control if not properly managed. In the end, the story of self-replicating nanobots is a cautionary tale. It's a tale that underscores the need for responsible innovation and the importance of considering all potential outcomes before diving headfirst into new scientific territory. The potential for progress often walks hand in hand with the potential for disaster. It's up to us as stewards of science to ensure that the balance is maintained. Science has the power to change our world for better or for worse. And, as we've seen today, that power can be absolutely terrifying. From the chilling ambitions of the Tsunami Bomb, a weapon designed to harness the raw power of nature itself, to the existential dread brought on by the Large Hadron Collider and the Particle Accelerator, experiments that dared to tinker with the fundamental fabric of the universe. And let's not forget the looming threat of self-replicating nanobots, a development that could either revolutionize our lives or spiral into an uncontrollable disaster. These tales from the annals of science are stark reminders of the potential dangers lurking within our quest for knowledge. They highlight the absolute necessity for rigorous ethical and safety considerations in every scientific advancement. Because at the end of the day, science is a tool, a powerful one, yes, but a tool nonetheless. As we push the boundaries of knowledge, we must always remember, with great power comes great responsibility.